It's time to take the new Etrata for a spin in my Petty Theft deck in Historic Brawl. And here it is. This is Petty Theft featuring Etrata, Deadly Fugitive. Let's take a look at her real quick. For 1, a blue, and a black, you get a 1/4 Vampire Assassin with Death Touch. Face down creatures you control have 2, a blue, and a black. Turn this creature face up. If you can't exile it, then you may cast the card exiled without paying its mana cost. So you get to kind of get free spells off of this. And you just got to remember that it grants the ability to the creature. Etrata herself doesn't actually do the activated part. So that's kind of an interesting thing here. And then it says, whenever an assassin you control deals combat damage to an opponent, cloak the top card of that player's library, which means you take that card and you put it on your side of the board as a 2/2 with Ward 2 face down on your side. And then you can use that to cast spells. Now, I usually don't playtest these decks very much before I get rolling with my recordings, just for time reasons, but I had some time this week. I took the time to be able to go through and test this deck because I wasn't sure if it was actually going to work. It's a lot of fun. Now, I have not shot the gameplay footage, which is another change. Usually I do the gameplay, then I do the tech stuff. So we're going to get to do some live time with this today. But being with the practice, I'm pretty sure that the deck's going to work pretty good. And I've made a few minor changes to it with the testing time. So real quick, just kind of want to point out some packages that I have set up in this particular deck. In this column here with the Lord of the Rings cards in it, I have a Ring Tempt package. It's just the series of cards that has the ring tempts you, or it has unblockable stuff in there as well. So like Security Bypass grants unblockable, Soothing of Smeagol gives you ring tempt. We also have Tetsuko Umezawa, who makes all of our 1 toughness or 1 power creatures unblockable, which is a lot of the assassins, so that you're making sure that you make contact with your opponent's face to steal the cards off their deck and then to be able to use them later. Then we also have basically the pile of assassins that are available in Arena. This is most of the good stuff anyways, which isn't great. We have things like Changeling Outcast, which counts as an assassin, and it's unblockable in and of itself. Hired Poisoner and Ruthless Ripper, they both have Death Touch. I don't really care about the morph mechanic on Ruthless Ripper. It's more about that 1/1 Death Touch or get it down early. So as soon as you slam Etrata down, you can swing it, and then they have a choice. Lose the creature that they might really want to keep, no matter how big it is, or let me have the top card of their library. So it's kind of a pick your poison type thing, pun intended. And then we also have, another Changeling here. We also have the new Repeat Offender as just a good way. And since it has 1 toughness, Tetsuko Umezawa will let it get through. You really don't want to use her ability to pump her up. You just want to leave it that way. We have the new Massacre Girl in here because she is a assassin in and of herself. And then you can also get the ability of, the Withering on her stuff if they do manage to block your stuff. Roaming Throne is in here because if you name assassin and Etrata's on the board and you hit, you're going to get multiple triggers of her ability to cloak off the cards. There was a game in my practice session where I had 3 assassins on the board. I slammed this down on turn 4. I cloaked 6 cards off the top of their deck and they scooped because of it. And then we also have the new Coerce to Kill. It's a way to steal their stuff, but it also allows me to make another 1/1 assassin out of their things, and just gives me a way to, slam on through. And then we also have Vein Ripper, which is one of the new assassins in the deck, which if they decide to board wipe us, they're going to pay for doing so, unless they have a way to get rid of this first. And then we also have the last column here is just 2 ways to make all of our stuff into assassins, since we're kind of shallow on assassins. So some of our other stuff, because we have things like Bitter Blossom to make tokens. We have Likeness Looter in here to clone things. We have different ways of doing that. So I have Arcane Adaptation here, make everything an assassin. Same thing with Mask with Nexus, and it spits out token source that count as assassins. So this is the deck in a nutshell. I've had a lot of fun playing it in practice. Now let's see what it can do while I'm filming. Hey there, it's future me doing my editing, and I'm just now realizing there's a card that I probably should have put in this deck, and that is Training Grounds, which reduces the activated ability cost by 2 colorless of a creature, as well as not making it so that we can activate our activated ability that Etrata grants to all these creatures for a blue and a black instead of 4 mana. I didn't think about it granting the activated ability until I was about halfway through editing this video and realizing, duh, you should have ran this card. So if you're going to build this deck, run that card. Narset. Oh boy. This could get really ugly. Okay, I like this hand. We'll do Sewers on 1. Feed the Swarm. I kind of like Feed the Swarm because it gives us a way to kill their stuff. Because Narset needs to die as quickly as possible, or we're just going to get run the F over. So, alright, we'll drop Cradle. He's one of our many ways to make, you know, our assassins unblockable. We also have Likeness Looter. It's like, I'm going to play this just to kind of test the waters, because they have open mana and they didn't cast anything. Yeah. I didn't figure that they had any kind of stuff to work with. We'll scry. I'll keep that on top because I'm definitely going to need the land. I'm going to go ahead and use this to get that looter back. And it gives us a ring tempt, so if they, you know, put a blocker down, I can still go through it, unless it's a 1-1. Okay, they have an ossification. It's fine. Let's see. I guess let's play Etrata, and if they kill it, then I have the Likeness Looter to make it into an Etrata. I mean, that's the best I can come up with right now. And if they don't, I get to Spark Double it. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just until end of turn. Oh, they did it so they could abrade it. Womp womp. I pay that. I'm going to decline it so I can do this. I'm going to play the Likeness Looter, and then I'm going to pay the 3 to make it into an Etrata. She's back. So far I'm not doing so hot. This will be my 3rd game, and for the most part, play mistakes have actually been my bane of my existence, where I have screwed up incessantly. I'm trying to think which I would prefer here. I think I'm going to play the Spark Double. And then let's go ahead and swing. So we'll get 4 cards because we have 2 Etratas now. Or no, it's 1 per. Okay, never mind. What does this thing do anyways? Is in exile. Oh, screw that. That can go away. That perpetual business. What did we get off of them anyways? We got a Disdainful Stroke and a Mystic Monastery. Alright, so Narset is down. Got a Delta. I think I'm just gonna keep on copying Etratas at this point. And just swing with these. So we'll get 3 cards. Or actually, wait. No, now we're gonna get chains. We got to the right amount of Etratas, apparently. Alright, end turn. What did we get off of them? Ominous Seas, a Deserted Beach, a Jeskai Wind Scout, and a Wizard's Class. The Jeskai Wind Scout makes me wonder if they're actually playing, like, monks. I'm not sure. I'm definitely not letting that Narset hit me, though. I will dump every single one of these face-down cards in front of her. 1, 2, 3. It's first strike would kill 1, and then the other 2 would land. Oh wait, she does triple damage though. Ding, 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 ding. I think if I do this, I think that would be enough to kill her too. Oh well, we'll see if the maths out. They didn't want to stick around and find out what I was going to steal next with my army of Etratas. Yenna Redtooth Regent. All right, let's see what we can do here. That Drana and Linvala deck we just played against really sucked. Like, that deck totally screws Etrata because you can't activate and flip any of your stuff. And they played Tainted Remedy of all frickin' things. So I'm going to go ahead and do Polluted Delta. And I'm going to go get my Watery Grave. I'm going to shock myself for it. Or no, I didn't. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I was going to shock myself for it and play the Universal Automaton, but that's fine. It's a whatever. I'll go ahead and play the Automaton now. And then pass the turn. Depending on what they do here. Okay, they have a Rally the Ranks, which is fine. What are they naming? Elf? Okay. So they're playing some kind of weird elf Kennerud type deck. So let's go ahead and drop Etrata. Let's see what they got on their deck. Got a Plains. That's the story of the way this works. I keep getting stuff that I don't want. So if they play a blocker, Tetsuko works pretty well. If they don't, okay. So let's go with Dark Writ, and let's do Maskwood Nexus so that that face down card turns into an assassin for us. So that's an additional trigger. Let's see what we get. We got a Fateful Absence, which is nice. A Forest, and ooh, a Mirari's Wake. Give me a land, please. It messes with Tetsuko, but that's fun. It gives me more mana to activate things. Okay, so they took care of that, and that's fine. All right, so do I? No, I don't do that. I think I just sit on that, right? Let's just swing. And then I don't think I run anything out because if I do, I'm just asking to get board wiped. Okay, 2 more lands. I'm asking for a Sunfall right now. All right, there's Yenna, so they don't actually have anything for it. I think... I think I just bounce this, right? If I do that, they'll just scoop. Let it go for now. I mean, they just scoop anyways because I have too much power on the board, but... Yeah, I mean, that's a primary example of how powerful it is to turn all your stuff into assassins so you can get multiple cards off their decks. Just be prepared that your opponents are going to scoop if this kind of thing happens. Falco, Spara, Pactweaver. All right, I don't know, no idea what the deck could be about, but all right, we'll keep this. Let's go Delta on 1, and I'll go get either the Surveil or the Shock Land. I don't know which one I'd rather. I think I'd rather actually have the Surveil Land because it's guaranteed to come to play tapped. Whereas the Shock Land, I can pay to not do that. We'll keep that on top. It's a land. We're going to do this, and we're going to do the Iron Crag because I want to make sure that I have the mana to either do a Sauron's Ransom or a Etrata next turn. Or even Black Market. Okay, so they did that. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see. Okay, no counterspell was there. So let's go Bitter Blossom and Fabled Passage, and then we'll go ahead and go search up something. Let's go with a black. Yeah, I think a black mana is better here because we do have I think it's 1 card in the Vein Ripper that's triple black, so we do need to have that mana available. Mentor of the Meek. Okay, so here comes that. Hey, get the blue mana anyways. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can do a Etrata Heartstabber. Or we can do Black Market Connection. I think I want Etrata and Heartstabber. decline. I want the mana. Ironcrag is only here for the mana. I don't care about anything else. I was coming up short on mana, so I added Ironcrag to the deck during my testing, and it seems to work out a little bit better. But turn 3 has got too many 3-drop assassins and like 3-drop cards like the 2 that are in my hand right now. So a 3-drop mana rock just isn't the right play, but the 2 mana on the Ironcrag works out pretty great. It's a Slime Against Humanity deck. Okay. I'm trying to make one of those work. Not doing so well. Alright, take action. She'll be back next turn. No blocks. I'll take that hit. Alright, so let's get Etrata back down. Decline. We'll send in the Heart Stabber. Steal a card. What do we get? A Mind Splice Apparatus. Okay. I mean, this is interesting. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a Sauron's Ransom. I have Faithlight for something if they really get tricky here. Oh, that's right. They got to choose a pile. I'm gonna choose this pile because I have Faithlight in hand. Oh, hi, RAVNICA'S Vile Duplication. You're fun. You can be the Ring Bearer. And I'm gonna go. No, because this is like asking for a wipeout if I do this way. And this is this Mind Splice. I'm just going to go to combat, and I'm just going to shove Etrata at them because they can't block it now. It's the whole point behind having this extra package in here for the Ring Temptation. I couldn't remember what I wanted to call it. All right, there's a heuristic study. It says, whenever I come against a white player, I'm always reticent to stick a bunch of stuff out there because I'm just waiting for the Farewell or the Sunfall to wreck my day. Got a Castle Ardenvale off them too, so. All right, I need Tetsuko. All right. Well, that doesn't do me much good right now. Let's just play this. Let's go with Black Market Connections. I'm going to auto pay for that. And again, I'm going to keep the Faithlight available just in case. End turn. All right. I keep getting lands. Come on. All right. They got a double this season, which is really good with the slimes. I know that much. All right. We're going to activate this. They'll get that. Or no, I thought it cast it, but never mind. Okay. Let's just draw the card and make the treasure. I'm not going to make an assassin right now. Okay, I'm going to draw lands. Wonderful. All right, let's make a duplicated copy of Etrata. We'll pay for that. No card for you. Next, wink with Etrata. Thank you. All right, get 2 cards this time. Ooh, I got a Slime Against Humanity and a Slime Against Humanity. Nice. And we can flip one of those up if we wish. Okay. Those are big. How do they get cards off those? They enter... I don't think that's the way that's supposed to work, but okay, maybe I'm wrong. Alright, we got lands, and we got 2 Slime Against Humanity, I think. And screw it. Let's just go ahead and start activating these spells. I'm going to pay for it. Draw a card. I don't need the treasures. Oh, baby. I'm in love. You're gonna get pounded by this, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, let's see if they have a counterspell. Overload. Nope, nope. Back to the hand. We're gonna get lots of cards off of this. End turn, and I still have some protection for things. Prosperous Innkeeper, another Slime, Scales, Broker's Hideout, Forest. Yeah, if you don't have a board wipe, I think you're a little screwed. Just a thought, though. I love Etrata. It's so fun. Old Rutstein. All right. Well, so far today, we have not run into any of the brand new commanders, which is kind of disappointing, but there's not many that have been built. I was kind of hoping coming out of the weekend we'd have a few more people with decks built, but no such luck. I want to keep this because this is actually the first hand I've drawn Roaming Throne right off the go. All right, we'll shock this in. We'll get that Hired Poisoner down. Because if we get the land to play Aven Heartstabber, that'd be nice. We did not. However, we did get a Changeling Outcast. So next turn we could play Etrata if we get the land. Not exactly what I was looking for. Another Slime Against Humanity deck? I think we're going to see a lot of those in the coming days. Let's get a blue. And still can't cast any of this. That sucks. But, you know what? Changing Outcast can go smack them. Lemma turn. I do not like this map. It's like glitched or something, and all this like sand crap blows over the field and obscures the cards. Like you can barely see this Hardened Scales or the slime on that side of the board. You can't see their graveyard at all. The one thing I think is interesting though about the design about Slime Against Humanity is like in Commander we're like you're kind of told you need to have Graveyard Hate in your deck. The problem is if you run Graveyard Hate like against that, it doesn't matter because you're going to have the option of, you know, yeah, you block that, it dies. So take your pick. This is why I like Etrata. It's like your creature's going to die or I get a card. And that one's unblockable, so tough. And I got a swamp. All right. So I'm hoping for a land and a Roaming Throne. That's what I'm hoping for. Because right now we're actually behind a land. Can't swing Etrata because it'll just block and kill it. Or not. Okay, then I can swing her. Now I can swing her. Okay, we didn't get the land. So now it's like, what do I do with this? I think I just have to play Black Market Connections. I mean, I really do. Oh, what did I get? That. Yeah, we'll swing it. Why not? Like, screw it. We'll swing it and see if they block, how they want to block. If they want to stop Etrata or if they want to stop the face down card. Or they might do both. Just to keep me from stealing stuff. Okay. Alright, what did we get? Egon God of Death. Okay. Alright, so we're guaranteed, as long as that survives, we're guaranteed the mana to play Roaming Throne this turn. Ooh, a Coerce to Kill is nice. Give me the treasure, give me that. Alright, so we did get the land anyways, so we could do Coerce to Kill, steal the 6/6. could just kill one of them too. I think the play here, I'm just trying to think how I want to go about this. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go roaming throne. We're going to name assassin. So then going to combat, the changeling can go on its own. We'll get 2 cards off of it. And we'll end the turn. And then we'll see what we got. We got their black market connections. Okay, so we have black market connections number 2, which is a bad idea. We have Egon, Swamp. All right, so I do... Swinging all out is not going to get us anywhere. I should just use Coerce to Kill and steal something. But what? That's the dumb part. All right, screw it. For now, let's just do the Changeling Outcast. See what we get off the top of the deck. A Swamp and another Slime against Humanity, which is okay to get away from them. I think I just want to go for the Throat. And then I'd still have Spell Swindle available. We're going to end the turn for now. We have a lot of blockers to play with. I just got to get them down low enough where like I could Meat Hook Massacre and everything dying would kill them. If I see anything particularly nasty, that Spell Swindle is going to come in handy. I added some counter magic to this deck too because I was getting tired of getting screwed by not having some available. Yeah, that can just... no. Nope. I don't like it. Alright, so we're going to go for the Throat, that 8/8. Because I can. My turn. Alright. Let's just... we'll draw the card. I'm not making the treasure. I don't need them right now. Oh, but that is interesting. So I could steal the 6/6 and then everything's an assassin. Let's do this. Let's do the Arcane Adaptation on Assassin. Let's do Coerce to Kill on the 6/6. Which it'll become a 1/1 with 6 counters on it, so that's fun. It's like, mine is better than yours. Alright, so whatever gets through here is going to give me 2 cards each. So here comes the comedy. So we got 4 creatures got through, 8 cards coming onto my side of the board. This is silly. So I just want to see what we got from them. We got a Cultivate, Llanowar Elf, another Slime, a Boseiju, another Slime, and another Slime. Oh, baby. Yeah, I mean, either way, I think they were a little hosed because we had the Meat Hook Massacre and more than a dozen creatures on the board that I could have just slammed the Meat Hook Massacre and killed them anyways. Tura Kennerud, Skyknight. God, I can't say that one. Sure. Against that deck, I have no idea. So we go Swamp Voldaren Bloodcaster. Okay, that's pretty good. Next turn, we can do Black Market. And then we have a choice after that of either of the Etratas or the Hostage Taker. You got an instant speed spell, so no. I'm not taking the bait. Yeah, they have an instant speed pump spell or something. You don't offer up a 0/1 without having something in your repertoire there. Yeah, let's go with Black Market Connections. And no attacks. We'll sit back on this. Alright, Smothering Tithe. We'll take that hit. Decline. We're going to do a full send, which is dangerous as all hell, but, you know, whatever. Decline. Alright, so now I have a Death Toucher, which is also going to have Ghost Form attached to it. And no attacks. And then we can play Tetsuko, which would then make Etrata unblockable, but now they can't really afford to run anything into Etrata either without killing it. Alright, so Hostage Taker on that would probably be pretty good. We're just going to draw the card. We're not going to do anything else right now. Alright, game hung up there for some reason, so they have some kind of instant interaction. Let's do Tetsuko, see if they have a removal. No. Okay, let's run Etrata at them. Get us a card, and then let's... Let's Hostage Taker. And let's get rid of this. They can recast it next turn, but it just slows them down. I'm not going to get to cast it, but that's fine. It gets it out of the way. Then they have to spend their entire turn spending 7 mana to get that back on the board. Alright, so Rosy Cot. Gotcha. Yeah, I said they'll probably put a counter there, which is fine. I can double block it. Wish I had Spell Swindle up for that, but whatever. Resolve, decline. I don't care. What did we get anyways? Oh, we got a C double off of them. That's fun. Let's just create the treasure. I can't afford to go much lower right now. Alright, so Etrata the Silencer, the Hired Poisoner, and we have a Spell Swindle. Let's go with Etrata. And we'll play this. We'll play the Poisoner. So we'll send the yeah, we'll send these 3 because they can't block any of this, even if they give something flying. I gotta whittle. Drawing my Cyclonic Rift would be nice right about now. Draw. No, Brazen Borrower is good too. Resolve. Decline. It's fine. I'm planning on bouncing some things. Treasure. Tapped, because I can't afford to get shocked in the face. Let's Petty Theft that back to their hand. Let's go ahead and swing with the Assassins. Etrata's going to trigger. I'm going to take out Rosy Cotton. Get 3 cards off of them. We'll end the turn. What do we get off of them anyways? An Esper Sentinel, a Loyal Warhound, and an Arrester's Admonition. The Admonition might be good. Resolve. Resolve. Oh, they gave up. I was going to flash in the Brazen Borrower, then next turn I was going to flip over the Arrester's Admonition, bounce the token back to their hand, and then I'd have more open paths just swinging through and doing more damage to try to finish this game before we got killed by our own black market connections. Domri, the Chaos Bringer. All right. I don't know that I've ever played against that as a commander. So I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going to go with Swamp so Dive Down doesn't... Well, it's stuff that I have, not any have, so... I guess it wouldn't matter either way. We'll do Guildsworn Prowler. Or... maybe not. Well... You know what? We'll do the Prowler. If they feel the need to bust out removal for this now, it's just one less thing that they can throw at Etrata later. Okay, so we have that. Let's do Iron Crag. And I'm gonna go ahead and swing. You know, I'll see if I can get a card out of them for it. Nope. Okay. Okay, we'll end. So now I have the ability to have the dive down with Etrata to keep her alive from any type of burn situation. Or if I want to pump something else up, I can. Carry on Beast Collar, alright. Now, Immolation Shaman pings me for that, right? Yes, artifacts. That isn't a mana ability. So, not going to get pinged by that. And that is fine by me. Alright, so... let's go ahead and drop Etrata. Decline. And we'll go ahead and swing with this. You can either give me a card and lose a creature, or I get the card off the top of your deck anyways. So, yeah, dive down. Screw it. We'll keep the assassin alive so we can start punching through. Goreclaw, okay. Let's see here. If I do Heart Stabber, or if I just duplicate, because if I duplicate, then Etrata comes punching through anyways, one way or the other. So I might as well do it this way and just swing, because blocking kills their stuff. That's one of the things with most assassins. Most assassins have Death Touch. Your guys are going to die. So I'm okay with this. And I get the card. Yay, land. And I'm just going to play the Heart Stabber. So then I'm going to be able to replay Etrata next turn and swing and get 2 cards for each of these guys, smacking them. And they both fly. So, I mean, I could be running into a burn sweep. Like a burn down the house or something like that, but we'll see. Circuitous Route, or Circuitous Route, however you want to pronounce that. They got mana for days. Alright, let's drop her back on the board. Decline, because again, I just want that for that. I'm going to go Birthday Escape. I'm going to make the original Etrata. I made this mistake earlier and accidentally made the non-legendary copy legendary, and I lost the Etrata. So, alright. So we got a Lanor Loam Speaker, a Colossal Growth, a Thrashing Threat, and a Commercial District. Okay. Yeah, be careful with making things legendary with the Ring Temptation, because you get completely screwed if you pick the wrong thing. I accidentally picked that non-legendary Spark. I had a Spark Double, and I was like, oh, crap, I made a screw up. Well, they haven't scooped it up yet. They're going to go get a land. Do you have the board wipe? No, they got a Surek and Goreclaw. Alright, so we're going to play this. They can't block any of that. How does... I can't even read the frickin' card. Right click. I want to see what Thrash does. I was going to fight their thing, but... Alright, screw it. swing with everything. Which one are they blocking? It's this one. All right. I'm just trying to think if I want to flip something up. I would lose 2 creatures for that, but if I flip that, screw it. We'll flip this. And we'll cast this. And no, I can't kick it because I don't have the mana to do it. Let's just pump that one. More assassins, more cards. Gimme. Oh, imagine that. It's a Carnage Tyrant. I love that stupid glitch. Alright. Enter. Charging Herbor. This deck is so much fun. Once the Etratas get rolling and the clones get going on it, it's just kind of silly. Alright, so they actually have a way to block 2 of my guys now. Oh, they just going for the swing. I mean, what did I get off of them anyways? Anything worth keeping? The Carnage Tyrant. Past a blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pass. My turn. Security bypass. That's kind of fun. Yeah, we're just gonna go. Whoop. Everything. Oh, I forgot. They have a Planeswalker now. What do they block? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Wow. That worked out beautifully. Aragorn the Uniter. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do against this deck. Usually that deck kicks my butt, but sure. We have an RAVNICA'S Vile Dupe in hand, which is really freaking good. As we've seen so far, cloning Etrata is just kind of silly, and it's almost on par with having the Roaming Throne do its thing. Let's... I don't know. I think I want to slow roll this just a little bit, because there's no point in putting it out there to get burned off the board. Or in this case, have a blocker in the way. We did not get the mana, though, to mess with the other. Let's do Cradle. Can't shock it, can't do like low sweeps to get rid of it. Could have done Swiftfoot Boots, but I didn't feel like I wanted to mess with it. Alright, so now they can do whatever they want over there. Alright, we got that. So, shoot. We're still low on black mana, though. Like, yeah, I think I'm just going to do the Swiftfoot Boots, and we'll just play a Prowler, because we can. Cradle can be unblockable this turn. We'll get a card. Keep it on top, because I need black mana. I need mana, period, but black mana in particular. Because I would love to be able to slap down Kaya's ghost form. Alright, so now they have 2 mana available. Clothis, okay. Ouch. Alright. Alright, so let's go... Let's go Etrata. And let's put the boots on her. Let's put Ghost Form on her. We're going to swing the Prowler and only the Prowler. We'll make it unblockable. And we got... Ooh, that was a good one to get. Come on, make Clothis into a creature so I can exile the stupid thing. So Etrata is about as protected as you can get from anything right now. So if they have a board wipe of any sort, she'll be back. Luca, all right. And if they decide to swing their 9/9, I'm just going to stick Etrata right in front of it.
I am the Alpha.
Okay. So we have a Swords of Plowshares. Okay, so Etrata's going to block Aragorn, and that would mean I take 8, 12, 13, 14. That tramples, though. I think I'd have to block. I think I have to block Clothis. I don't think I have a choice. It's just way too much damage to take in one big hit. Decline because of Kaya's Ghost Form. All right, we're gonna put the boots back on her. We're gonna do RAVNICA'S Vile Dupe. And actually, that was kind of a goof on my part. We're gonna waste the mana on this one. And we are gonna go all in this way. Make her unblockable. So that way the assassins all get through and I'm not gonna lose any of them. So I'm gonna get 4 cards. That's 4 blockers. I don't need that now. That needs to go. So we got Ajani the Great-Hearted, Falco, Spara, a Rootbound Crag, and a Glacial Fortress off. So if I can avoid blocking with the Ajani or the Falco, that would be nice. Oh, they have another Ajani. Okay.
Honor and courage.
Okay. Well, she can go back to post. So now I'm kind of glad I booted up the token copy anyways, because that would have been just a big loss at that point. What does this thing's minus do? It makes that where it can hit planeswalkers or creatures, but they can't target any of my face down stuff because they have no mana other than that. Okay. You sure about that Fleetfoot Dancer? Because I'm just going to double block it. I might need to keep that spell swindle up. Alright, she flies. I can make that one unblockable, so let's go that route. Actually, shoot. How does this work? To an opponent. So I have to hit them to get the cards. But killing the Ajani might be the smartest play. I think I'm gonna have to go that route.
I will return.
Alright, so I have Spell Swindle available for any particularly nastiness, and that includes Aragorn. I will Spell Swindle that if it comes down to it. The other option is I could flip over Falco Spara. Nah. No thanks. But now I can still do both. Ain't that fun? I think a Deadly Dispute on Cradle is fine. And then I probably should have done it the other way because then I could have kept Cradle. That's fine. We'll just do this. Now, go ahead and attack. I have a Death Toucher, too. Alright, so we have Ajani and we have Falco Spara. Let's just stick Ajani in front of there because he's the less impactful of those two creatures. Let's get Etrata back down. Keep that mana up. Let's swing with Etrata at them. If they don't want me stealing cards, they're going to have to block. And then I think I'm going to keep this available so I can flip Falco Spara over and block. Because he'll come into play with a shield counter on him, and then... Actually, he might not, because I haven't flipped over anything like him before. He might not come back in with that shield counter. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, there's nothing I can do about this. I just have to let it go. Pass to blockers. We're going to block here. One blocker. Activate this. So the damage won't come through anyways. Alright. Swing with my flying Etrata at their face. What did we get? So we got a Croaking Counterpart, which is awesome. And we got a Broker's Charm, which is also really good. I think I'm actually going to flip this one into this. So targeting my Etrata, their Aragorn, Death Touch, blow it up. And then let's play Aven Heartstabber. And then that's a Croaking Counterpart, which I'm probably just going to block with either the Guildsworn Prowler or the Heartstabber. I'm not going to screw with... I want to be able to use their clone for myself. But Klothys is a huge issue right now because I'm on a ticking clock as that thing just exiles crap out of graveyards and burns me. And I don't have any life gain available. Meathook Massacre right now is about the only answer I have. And Luca can burn me out here too, because it can hit... Or no, it can't hit me. It can only hit creatures and planeswalkers. But Aragorn can, because if Aragorn gets back down and they start casting red spells, I'm going to get domed.
Behold, a perfect predator.
I don't think you get a choice on this. I think you have to make it a cat or a dog. All right. So the face down card is a Croaking Counterpart. I can clone the non-legendary Etrata to get another Etrata set. And then one hit off of either of these would work. Guildsworn Prowler is probably going to be the blocker for Klothys. They're looking at my stuff, so they got something. Okay, there went my regular Etrata, which sucks, but I still have the other one. Alright, so Guildsworn Prowler is just going to take it on the chin here. Security bypass, okay. If I replay Etrata, I don't get anything, and I don't get that. It's... If I play this, I can't replay the Etrata, but then I can still flip the face down card. I don't think it matters either way. I just think I just replay Etrata. And I think I swing with both assassins. Yeah. Because then I get 3 cards. Because I got to keep coming up with blockers and ways to not get dead. Because at least these blockers, they can't burn off with a Luca because they have to pay into it. So unless they're paying for it, they're not going to get anything out of it. We got a Boseiju, we got a Cinder Vines, a Heroic Intervention, a Dreamer at Cascade, and we still have our Croaking counterpart. Just remember, you cast the spells. Don't think... I don't know, you'll still get the land because it's in play and it comes in that way. All they need is a red spell and I'm dead. Because I can't do 25 damage. And unless I top deck Meathook Massacre, I'm screwed. Do I need to keep that for anything? No, I think I can let that go. Oh, baby. Oh, but then that would give them Aragorn in hand and a red spell to cast. That could be bad. But nothing gives them haste. It would take her off that. I would get a bunch of stuff. Fortune favors the bold. Let's rift them. So what'd you guys think of the deck? I had a ton of fun playing this deck. I love the way that I get to steal my opponent's stuff because nothing really brings me joy more of beating an opponent than beating an opponent with their own cards. There's something special about doing that. Now, that said, not a lot of people let the game finish out. We had a lot of scoops from opponents because they just didn't want to deal with me taking their stuff and playing with their toys. That said, oh well, I don't care. I have a lot of fun playing with others' toys. Sorry. I love the deck. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you would add to the deck if you would build it differently. I kind of went with a, assassin Kindred type deck where I'm able to go ahead and mess around with my opponent's stuff using the assassins to punch through, and I made them unblockable in various ways and just kind of did stuff. I'm glad I practiced this deck beforehand because even with the practice, it was actually very difficult to pilot some parts of the deck and not realize I was making a mistake until after I had made it, and I was still learning on the fly as I'm recording. If you like this deck, please feel free to give it a like, do a subscribe, share it with others. All these things help the channel grow, gets it out into that algorithm for YouTube. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.